Today I would like to give you 5 signs that you're not the problem in your relationship with a narcissist. The narcissist will try to make you believe that everything that goes wrong in your relationship is your problem. You're the one creating all the drama. You're the one always wanting too much. You're the one who doesn't want to change. Wait a second, isn't it the narcissist who's never going to change? Or only temporarily? And even if they change something, this is more of a manipulation tactic, which is called shifting the goalpost. Yeah, it's a constant dare if you do and dare if you don't. There is simply no winning with a narcissist, no matter what you do. Period. The narcissist is always dangling this carrot right in front of you, and you never have a chance to grab it. So, what are 5 signs that can tell you that you're not the problem in your relationship? One of the big signs that I noticed that I wasn't the problem in my relationship was that I was able to have a civilized, enjoyable conversation with everyone around me except with the narcissist. He was constantly complaining that I was interrupting him, and then he would just fall completely silent. I never had anybody complain about that, because when you are having a conversation with a narcissist, there's only one person talking, and that's the narcissist. You're just there to shut up and listen. They are the ones that like nothing more than listening to their own voice. Now, when you're having a conversation with somebody else, maybe a friend of yours or a family member, anybody who is not a narcissist, they would never play those games with you. A normal conversation is very dynamic. It's almost like a tennis match. It goes back and forth, back and forth. And yes, you are interrupting each other, and it's not an interruption, it's called an interjection. That keeps a conversation interesting and exciting, especially if you click with somebody and nobody's getting mad at you in the middle of the conversation and just shuts you off. Sign number 2, you feel better and relieved when the narcissist is not around. I had this happening so many times. As soon as the narcissist was out of the door, there was this heavy stone that just fell off my chest, and I was able to, breathe again, like, oh, wow, what is that kind of feeling? I feel so relieved. Can't it always be like that? That's all the toxicity that goes out of the door. At some point, you realize you gotta get rid of him. Number 3, at some point, you might look at your life before you met the narcissist. Was there any drama going on before? I highly doubt it. And besides the drama, you may have accommodated the narcissist in so many ways, especially by lowering your own standards. And I'm talking about the average narcissist here. I'm not talking about the rich people, attracting women and inviting them on their yacht and a big house and whatsoever. And I'm really talking about the no-class garden variety of a narcissist. You have to realize that a narcissist cannot live up to your standards. Usually narcissists pick victims that have something to offer. Yeah. And that means also you have probably higher standards than they have. But they are not able to live up to your standards because they lack the means that they want to get from you, and they lack the consistency to do so. And they are simply not interested. Many of them, they probably even know that this relationship you're having is just a temporary solution. I mean, this is not their first rodeo. Definitely not. They know exactly how this is going to play out. And because you're way superior to the narcissist, that is exactly why he needs to make you feel small. Number 4, you have no problems outside of your relationship. Maybe you are free of debts. You don't have a frequent unemployment rate like the narcissist who can't hold a job. And one of the big signs is you don't have any enemies. They love that word, enemies. Have you ever noticed how often narcissists mention their alleged enemies? These perceived enemies that are solely living within their paranoia couldn't care less about him. It's all in their heads. Meanwhile, they may gaslight you that you're making things up in your head. Isn't that funny? That actually leads us to another topic, which is called projection. But that's not what this video is about right now. Now, the last sign that tells you that you're not the problem in the relationship, and that is probably the most obvious of all, people will literally tell you you're not the problem and that you should leave the narcissist. They may not use the word narcissist, but you get my point. because the people around you, they have noticed that you've changed since you're with a narcissist, and not for the better. These are the 5 signs that I wanted to give you today that tell you that you are most likely not the problem. And it doesn't matter what the narcissist is trying to make you believe. If you recognize any of these signs, run.